Only thing I gotta say about this movie, guys, is Scarlett Johansson in a skin-tight rubber latex suit thing. Yeah. What's happening, film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Ghost in the Shell. And of course, Ghost in the Shell is an adaptation of the anime, manga, whatever the heck you want to call it. It came out in like the mid-90s, and I did see it a long time ago. Didn't remember everything from it, so I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to really compare it in my review. I'm more just looking at the movie, but I am going to do some comparisons because although I don't remember like everything in the anime, I wish I would have watched it before I watched this version. But, so I'm just going to kind of just do some, some of the comparisons, but not really like full on like maybe some reviewers out there. Basically, Scarlett Johansson, of course, stars as Major, and that's her name, like Major, and she went through an accident, and her brain got saved and got put into this body, this robotic body, this shell, of course. So now she's pretty much unstoppable, almost. I mean, she can cloak herself, she kicks a lot of ass, but with that brain still being in there, and even though the people that are in control of her want to keep those memories that she once had away, there's still some memories that are floating around in there. And then you got this one dude, I forgot his name, the supposed bad guy, basically saying like, hey, I want to destroy what's going on with here, and maybe I'll show you what happened in your past. So what did I think of Ghost in the Shell? It was good. It was all right. It wasn't something I walked away just like mind blown. Things I loved about it, the visuals are absolutely stunning. They really captured the world. Like what I remember from the anime, they really brought like that into real life. This was like similar to what you saw in like Blade Runner, and maybe we'll see that in the Blade Runner sequel. Maybe not as much because there's just a lot of shit. When there's aerial shots of the city, it is just like hologram city. Even when she's like walking around or they're driving around, they just really captured this city that's just inhabited by a bunch of people and just technology everywhere. Just people just like walking with like orbs of like holograms over their faces. It's just really nuts. So where we're headed, folks, we're all going to be like dialed in because there's also people that's just pretty much cybernetics and humans have come together. So people are like enhanced, not fully like, oh yeah, I drink too much, so I'm going to get a new liver, or I want to be a little stronger or hear better. It's just, we've all just adapted to that, but not everybody has, but she of course is like a full-on robot. The action sequences are great too, like when there's actually like some of the action, like obviously it starts off like that and there's just some really cool shots. Scarlett Johansson, and we could address the whole elephant in the room, the whole whitewashing controversy, and I'm not going to really talk too much about it because it's Scarlett Johansson. That's mainly the reason why that they cast her for that. I know people are so outraged about it because it's a white girl that's supposedly playing a Japanese woman, or a Japanese robot, I should say. But it's Scarlett Johansson. She sells movie tickets. She's like one of the highest grossing action stars out there. So naturally, they want to cast somebody, put a name attached to another name. And what's funny? The people that aren't outraged? Japanese people. Yeah, there's like a video floating around where somebody went around and showed that first image of her as the character, and actual Japanese people in Japan were like, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm not upset about it. She looks great. The people who are outraged are people here because... Moving on. But it's Scarlett Johansson. She kicks a lot of ass and she plays the character well because she has to be somewhat robotic, and then she has to she does have emotions. And sometimes they come out, and then, of course, her glitching and trying to find what happened in her past as she's uncovering and just knowing the truth, she does a very good job. So the performances are great, and even some of the, the characters, like her partner, looks like somebody ripped right out of the anime as well. It's just the story kind of gets a little boring at times, and it kind of drags a little bit, and I don't know. I think... maybe just because I wasn't like a huge fan of the original, that I just didn't sink into it. I didn't submerge into it as much as I would hope. And there's a part where it got a little weird when she's finding out more of her memories, where I was just like, this is kind of awkward. And there's not like big time action too. I was hoping there was going to maybe be a little more. And not to mention it does feel watered down because I know that the original anime didn't hold anything back. It was like R-rated. I know we're not going to see like fucking Scarlett Johansson full on naked. They did the whole thing where she's wearing like a latex suit, which is very clingy. But even like the violence and stuff, you can see it's held back, I just kind of wish that maybe they just took the risk and made it R-rated or something. I don't know. It's just, I was thinking of Dread. some of Dredd, some of those shots and everything, and I'm going, man, if they just had like a Dredd, more of a Dredd-like vibe, because it seems like Dredd was like almost like an anime in and of itself, like it was flesh. And this one was almost there. Like I said, it captured the world, but it just felt like it didn't, it just didn't fully feel like that actual world, that anime world. The Matrix has also been really close. I've been wrapping flesh around in an anime too. But it just felt like it dragged on, and at the end I was just kind of like, yeah, that was pretty good, but it wasn't anything I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see it again. This is something that's really special. It's like, no, the only reason why I watch it again is just to watch. I'm not going to be perverted anymore. God damn it. Am I going to put it on the wall of favorite movies of 2017? No. Just because, like I said, I didn't walk away just going, oh my god, that was amazing, man. Stunning visuals, great action, Scarlett Johansson did good. It's just, the story just pulled you all over the place, and it just was kind of like, I don't know. I just wasn't floored by it. Maybe people who are fans of the anime, they might really enjoy it, and I hope they do. So there you have it, guys. That is my review of Ghost in the Shell. Let me know if you saw the movie down below in the balls area and what you thought about it. Also, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel. Follow me on the social media stuff right up there, guys. I'll talk to you later.